Imagine a world without ninjas, without chakra, without the flash and bang of jutsu. A world where the greatest weapon is the mind. Now, place one of its sharpest minds, a young, unmotivated genius named Shikamaru Nara, at the heart of an impossible mystery. This isn't the story of a shinobi hero. This is the story of a strategist staring into an abyss that stares back. In a quiet corner of this peaceful world, elders approach Shikamaru with a problem that defies all logic. A remote village, shrouded in perpetual gloom and known only as Twilight's End, has a strange habit. It vanishes from a specific mountain valley every few days, only to reappear later. The few who dare to visit either never return or come back ... changed. Empty. The puzzle is too complex, too intriguing for even the notoriously lazy Shikamaru to ignore. What a drag, he thinks, but he agrees to observe. From a hidden overlook, Shikamaru watches. And just as the legends say, Twilight's End simply fades from reality. When it phases back into existence, he makes his move. The moment he steps into the village, the air grows heavy. The sky is a permanent, oppressive gray. The villagers ... are the strangest part. They move with a detached apathy, their faces blank, their actions mechanical. There's an unnerving rhythm to their lives, a repetitive quality that sets Shikamaru's analytical mind on high alert. He starts noticing the details. A shopkeeper greets a customer with the exact same words, twice in one day. A child drops a toy in the same spot, at the same time, over and over. Conversations loop with slight, unsettling variations. It's a broken record, and some of the villagers seem to know it. He catches their vacant stares, a flicker of horrifying awareness in their eyes, before they snap back into their programmed routine. The mystery deepens when he finds fragmented diaries, pages filled with frantic scribbles about a cycle and a terrifying watcher. This isn't just a strange town. It's a prison of time. Shikamaru's investigation leads him to the village center, where a massive ancient monument stands. It's not a statue or a tomb. It's an intricate clockwork-like device, bizarrely fused with thick, organic roots that seem to pulse with a faint, low hum. By deciphering the eroded carvings on its surface, a skill he hones through sheer deduction, Shikamaru uncovers the truth. This is a reality anchor, a machine built to stabilize a pocket dimension. This entire village was created to contain something as subtle, insidious entity that exists outside of normal time. But the anchor is corrupted. It's malfunctioning, trapping the village and everyone in it within fragmented, repeating timelines. Shikamaru connects the dots. The entity isn't a physical monster you can fight. It's a parasite. It feeds on temporal energy, the very energy generated by the consistent, repetitive lives of the villagers caught in its loops. It's slowly consuming their memories, their free will, their very souls, until they become nothing more than mindless automatons, perfect, predictable, and eternal source of food. The village's disappearance is the entity resetting the loop, cleaning up any inconsistencies, and consolidating the mental energy it has harvested. And now, Shikamaru realizes the terrifying truth. His presence, his non-repeating actions, his sharp, analytical mind observing and understanding the pattern, he is the anomaly. He is a disruption to the perfect cycle. And the entity, the watcher, is now aware of him. A subtle fatigue begins to creep into his mind, a mental fog that blurs his memories. He feels a strange pull, a temptation to just let go, to join the comfortable, predictable repetition of the loop. The game has changed. The watcher is no longer passive. The entity begins to actively target Shikamaru, warping the loops around him. The once apathetic villagers now turn aggressive, their programmed actions becoming hostile. A dropped toy is now thrown at his head. A polite greeting becomes a snarled threat. The very environment shifts violently, paths changing, buildings rearranging themselves to trap him. The anchor itself, pulses with a malevolent energy, trying to draw him in. The entity whispers in his mind, offering him an end to his burdens, a release from the drag of thinking, the peace of the cycle. This is the ultimate chess match. His opponent is time itself, a conscious void that wants to absorb him. He has to fight the mental pull, the allure of apathy that has defined his life until now. But this isn't just a drag. It's annihilation. His unparalleled strategic mind races against the encroaching mental fog. How do you defeat an enemy you can't touch, in a reality that's constantly rewriting itself? He needs to break the loop, but a direct assault is impossible. He begins formulating a plan, a desperate gambit. He must find a blind spot in the entity's perception, a logical flaw in the code of the loop. He starts to perform a series of specific, calculated actions, a sequence of events so contradictory, so paradoxical, that the entity and its corrupted anchor cannot reconcile them. It's a temporal overload, a strategic move designed to crash the entire system. He moves objects, interacts with the looping villagers out of sequence, forcing them into outcomes the entity never programmed. The world around him groans and shatters. The sky cracks like glass. The villagers scream, their faces a mix of terror and, for a fleeting moment, recognition. As the pocket dimension collapses in on itself, a maelstrom of temporal energy and fragmented realities, Shikamaru sprints for the edge of the village, his mind screaming, every fiber of his being resisting the pull to just give up. He barely makes it out, stumbling back into his own world just as Twilight's End implodes, vanishing from the mountain valley for the last time. He returns, carrying no physical scars, but the battle against an abstract horror that threatened to erase his very consciousness has left a deep, indelible mark. The lazy genius is gone, replaced by a man who has stared into the void. His intellect is sharper than ever, but now it's haunted by the true, terrifying complexity of existence. He finds himself wary of simple repetitions, of routines, of the comforting lull of the everyday. The final image we have is of Shikamaru, a man who famously spent his days watching clouds, now looking up at them with a pensive, almost traumatized expression. The clouds he sees now are not just lazy shapes, but reminders of a reality that can shift and break. He mutters his signature phrase, but it's different now. It's not laced with boredom, but with a chilling, newfound solemnity. What a drag! Thanks for watching. If you love stories that challenge the mind, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the worlds of strategy and shadow.